Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a really long time since I've done one of these videos, but I'm really excited to share a recipe with you guys. So this is a beef stew recipe. I do mine a little bit different. I do add some potatoes in here, and my family loves this. So you basically, it's super easy. I'm just adding some garlic on here, and then I just add some salt and some pepper. I chop some onions, one garlic clove. I add some olive oil, and here is the recipe so that you guys can take a screenshot of it so that you can have it. It's super easy, and then you can add the potatoes in there if you want with the meat as well. Just make sure that you have it on a medium temperature or like a low temperature, that way your potatoes don't cook as quick. And the way that I cut the potatoes is I just kind of like cut them in cubes, like you'll see here. I haven't been making as much for us since we are like monitoring our portions. We don't eat as much. We always do eat a lot more protein than carbs, but this was enough for everyone in the house, for Sophia, my daughter, for my husband Ernest, and then myself. So yeah, just make sure that you keep watching so that you guys can see how I add everything on here. So I would say that the key to this is adding water a little bit as you go so that you can get the consistency that you want. Because the tomato sauce does make it a little bit thick, you just want to make sure that you add water as you go and you check the consistency, because it's obviously what's going to cook the potatoes and what's going to cook the meat. If you don't add that much water, then it's just going to look very dry and it may not come out as good. So as you see here, I added water like 3 times, and I am now tasting it of salt. I do put a lot of salt here, but it just looks like it's a lot, but it really isn't. So just make sure that you taste it as you go, to make sure that you get the salt that you like, the saltiness that you want. Remember that the potatoes do suck in salt, so if you had any in there, it's gonna suck it all up. I always make this recipe with some rice, so I just add about 2.5 cups. It gives enough for everyone, because Ernest does have a cup of rice, and then I have maybe like a half a cup of rice and just a little bit for Sophia, and it also gives enough for Ernest to take to work. So you have to make sure that with rice you add the same amount of cups of water that you did of rice. If you want it a little bit more moist, then just add a tiny bit of more water, which is what I do. I add some salt, and then I add my choice of oil, whether it's olive oil, canola, or vegetable, doesn't matter. Just make sure that you add some oil in there. So I'm now gonna serve ourselves, and I'm showing you here that this is 1 cup. So I do 1 cup for Ernest's plate, and then I do half a cup for my plate. So this is just how we have been basically controlling our portions since we are trying to eat better. It's just been helping us a lot, and honestly, this fills us up. Because this is not your healthy version of eating, we enjoy it, so we just make sure that we monitor those portions so that we can still enjoy it. And then Ernest does take 1 cup of rice as well. I am doing half a cup of rice. So the protein, we don't really monitor that because it's protein, obviously, but the rice, which is carbs, we do. So this is just giving you a little bit of an example, so don't freak out if you see that I'm using a cup or like measuring the food, because this is just what works for us. I'm not gonna lie, at the beginning Sophia didn't really want to eat this. She didn't want to eat it from me, so we kind of had Ernest ended up feeding her and then kind of giving the spoon to her so she can feed herself. And I cannot believe that baby Noah is already sitting on the table with us eating. He holds himself up so good. I promise I did not give him that potato. I'm just seeing if he reacts to it. But it feels so crazy to finally be eating as a family of 4. So, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, I do have a dishwasher, but I just wanted to kind of wash these things myself. Ever since we got a dishwasher, it has been a game changer for me. Before, I would spend literally an hour washing dishes, and I have to have a clean kitchen before I go to bed, because if not, cockroaches come or it's just disgusting and I don't want to do it the next morning. So as you can see here, I was adding some stuff to the dishwasher so that I can run it. I do not run my dishwasher every single night because I just don't do that. I usually do it like every 2 days because we pretty much use the basics. So here in this video, obviously I did have to because there was just so many things, but you guys, a dishwasher has changed my life for sure. So one thing that has helped is especially with like the things that we eat. And Ernest himself is every single day he takes lunch, homemade food, which prevents him from eating bad things. At least I think he eats the food that he takes, so definitely helps.
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful.
What I'm pouring in this glass jar is not thieves cleaner. I'm using the same bottle that I was using before. I haven't really been using the thieves cleaner anymore. I think that once this bottle is done, I'm going to switch over to Mrs. Meyer's. I've always loved Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface cleaners, and I'm just kind of using the same glass bottle. I haven't changed it, but it's really not the thieves cleaner. This is the Mr. Clean. You can see the bottle over there. It's the Mr. Clean or whatever, and I just add a little bit of water and then some of that, and it cleans really good.
Whoa, you love me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium.
So Sophia got a kitchen for Christmas, and she obviously got a lot of toys for Christmas, and as you can see, everything is just all over the floor. I have to pick this up every single night. Sometimes I don't because I'm just exhausted and I know it's gonna in the morning be the same, but just for my happiness, I tend to clean it up every single night, and this night I did. But it's definitely a job to pick everything up. All these Legos, it's just so much.
You started a fire somewhere deep in my mind. See the barbed wire, the place is grown all wide. 'Cause I don't know if it'll be enough, or if they really care. There's a stairway down for the both of us.
And here it is. If you have a toddler, then you know this is the biggest mess and the most annoying thing ever. Sophia takes her food out of her mouth every single time, and a lot of things fall on the floor, and basically this has to be done multiple times during the day. Sometimes I just wait and I just do it at the end of the day because it's just so much. On this specific day, while I was cleaning this, I was actually telling Ernest that after I eat my dinner, I pretty much burn everything I just ate, trying to pick up the entire house. Sophia's just chilling, watching me while I pick up all her mess, and then basically it's bath time after this and bedtime, so she won't mess it up again until the next morning, but it's a disaster.
There's a stairway down for the both of us, but I won't have it. You don't have me thinking, whoa, I don't know how we got Never felt like this.
This is exactly how a typical day goes for us as a family of 4 with a toddler and a 3-month-old. It's just a lot of picking up, cooking really fast. At least we get to eat dinner as a family, but this is how it is. If you do try the recipe, please let me know, or let me know how you like it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.